I don't know why I'm turning up the speakers. It's not like they can talk to us.
True. Just waiting.
It's not on. Did you set it to go live today?
Yes.
So we have to sit here for 24 hours.
No, but this is all going to be saved. No one's here. We're by ourselves.
Lonely.
It says watch live now.
What's going on?
It says waiting for CarSauce. Oh, getting an ad.
Bro, thank you.
Of course, getting out right now.
Look, we got a viewer. It's you.
Sweet.
Here we go. Was the sound all right? Here we go.
It's good. Oh, welcome.
Welcome, Artyom Timmy. Give me a second here. 1 second. Timiri Zevskaya. Give me a score out of 10 for how I pronounce that. Awesome. Hey, Slav, you made it.
Hayden Webster. Nice to see you, mate. Hello. Ask us anything. I mean, the whole point of this video is there is no point.
Video? We're live right now.
Well, the whole
This
point
is
of this
not a
live
recording.
is that there is no live, right? It's just us sitting and talking smack. Not like
Okay.
a swear.
All right,
No
fine.
swearing,
It's
no
family
political
friendly.
opinions, nothing. All right?
Mm.
We give ourselves in a PC manner.
All right, so I got a 10 out of 10 for the pronunciation. That's a good start. I'll take that. What do we reckon about the Tiguan R Grid Edition?
Someone asked us about that last
That's a
time.
great question. I don't know the difference
Okay, what do
between
you
that.
think about the Tiguan R first?
I love the Tiguan R. I think it's like a Golf R on stilts.
That's exactly what it is.
It's a brilliant car. Talking smack is the best map. I agree, Slav. I think he can be a little too serious sometimes. I think you need to lighten up a bit.
Okay, here it is. Oh, that's it. Hang on.
So is the Grid Edition like kind of like what Renault did with their?
Oh, they come with less equipment. Oh,
So it's like a more racy.
no, it comes with more equipment because of the semiconductor shortage.
Oh,
Sounds sick, man.
okay.
Pay less. Why not? Well, you look, it comes fully, like the normal Tiguan R comes fully loaded, right? But I'm pretty sure they cut stuff out of it anyway at launch. So, yeah, why not? If you can get a cheaper Tiguan R or whatever, T-Roc R, do it.
I can't help but see there is a very oddly specific question directed at me. Hey Jacob, is there any car you've had and sold that you regret? I feel like you kind of know. I don't know. Like that's a really specific question.
Do you know why it's a very specific question?
Yeah, because I have had a car that I sold.
That's because that's my daddy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. I forgot.
It's my dad. That's what
All
I
right.
mean by that.
Good on you, JB. Thanks for the question.
Uh,
Have you ever had a car that you had and sold that you regret? Let us know.
Hayden, put an order on one. Congrats. Tiguan R is awesome. Jacob is the biggest advocate of Tiguan R. Biggest.
No, Golf R. It was the Golf R.
Yeah, but I remember last
But it's the
live,
same thing.
you were talking about the Tiguan R, about how much you
Yeah.
loved it. And you know what I really like about the Tiguan R is that it comes with a normal gear shifter. It has the older infotainment system, which is better, and you have physical aircon controls.
I like that.
It's like what the Mark 8 Golf R should have been.
It's kind of like the Audi Q5 I reviewed today. It's got physical aircon buttons.
Mm.
I gave that a thumbs up.
And they are clicky.
They're very tactile,
Yeah, ooh, I love that.
very ASMR.
What do you guys think of Jacob doing his own little reviews now?
Positive comments only.
Monty James, i30N best ever. Is that because of the video where I said I really like the Cupra Leon BZX?
Look, we love that car, but the i30N has got a place in our heart.
Different
For sure.
budgets. I mean, I'm driving an i30N now. I have been for like 12 months. Love the thing. We're going to Enfest next week. Can't wait. We're going to be sitting in that car for 14 hours, friend.
Oh yeah, we will love it dearly.
Can't wait for that, actually. GWM Canon X, would you buy one? I really like the Canon X. The only annoying thing about it is that, like, I think I could be, like, maybe my memory is I'm
We
lost.
review a lot of cars, guys.
Lost it. But when you indicate, the 360 camera comes on, which is good, right? So you can see like that side of the car. So
I
it
remember that.
does do that.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure like dims the sound, whatever the word is,
Oh, I do remember
every
that.
time.
Yes.
And that was like,
yes.
come on. And you can't, like, I couldn't turn it off. But it's a really good value car. I actually really liked it.
Yeah. We love you, Great Wall. Please forgive us.
Yeah. Tiguan R sounds better. Tiguan R does sound good.
I used to like talk a lot of smack about people that bought SUVs because I was like, why bother? Just get a hot hatch. But now I get it. I was but a little boy when I said that.
We still prefer hot hatches.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to speak on your behalf.
Definitely. But like, I kind of get it now. You know, if you're an adult, I get it.
I had a Mazda RX-4 hardtop.
RX-4. Is that the rotary?
It would have a rotary.
I pretty much only know the RX-7.
Oh, sick! Look at that.
Oh my god!
Why'd you sell it?
Why did you sell it?
Joking. That must be
Looks
his
like a
big-
prison.
If I waited it, yeah. So that would have been his regret. The RX-4.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, rip. That is a regret.
Oh,
I regret
man.
selling the Golf GTI. I have days. Where
I just
regret
remember
it.
that last drive we had where we did like
the only drive where it worked. I'm forever going to be salty.
we
about
did
that.
like
Forever.
quite a few laps of the block near his mechanic, and he was just essentially screaming the entire car ride.
And I cut
about-
most of that out.
Yeah, the video was already enough.
I can't tell you how much swearing was in that. I don't even remember
Yeah,
if we
no,
played
it's bad.
Tiguan R or T-Roc closest to Formentor VZX. We haven't actually driven the T-Roc R. We could get it.
I mean, I feel like the Tiguan R
Bothered.
is so much bigger than the Formentor. It's hard to compare.
It's not so much bigger, but it is bigger. It is bigger.
Yeah.
But it's not so much bigger. But the Formentor was awesome. Really like Formentor.
I love the Formentor.
Would have been worth at least double.
Yeah. Oh, a year later, it would have been worth double. That's crazy.
You saw Car Expert.
Mott, you're a troll.
I don't know what that means. I saw Car Expert.
I don't know.
Can you please get some artwork? Okay, yes. This is the last time we're going to be here. This is actually Jacob's lovely home.
I've got an empty Christmas tree box behind me, so
We are going to be moving into mine where I have a giant picture of a frog. I can't wait for you guys
it's
to
much
see
better. It's much more suitable.
it. Talk about colourful. That will be very colourful.
Okay, Slav, thank you very much for the compliment. I have been doing my best. It's definitely a lot. You know, obviously I haven't done it for very long, so it's kind of I have a renewed appreciation for Matt. Let's just say that.
Oh, picking up his Ford Ranger Raptor. Talking about Paul Marrick. He got a Ranger Raptor.
Did he really? He bought one.
Mm.
Interesting.
Mate, the guy has so much cash.
Clearly, if you can afford the
Mr.
petrol.
Marrick, if you're watching this, I envy your ability to flip cars because I could only wish.
Do you think the Raptor will go off in value?
2 years ago, yes. Now,
There's no way.
It's going to hold
No.
value. I mean, the used car market is on the down. All you have to do is go into car sales, and you can check like price history, and you can see now. I love this. How many times people have reduced the price? So you know that you can
So
see
it's
it
like the stock market.
Yeah, you can see it
Yeah,
started at 15,000, now it's 11,000. That's happening so much more often, anecdotally.
Yeah.
That I see them like right now. There is a lack of supply, but once supply catches up, there's a lot of them. I'm seeing them everywhere. They're cool, but God, I wouldn't want to be driving one of those around all the time.
No way.
16 liters per 100
No
kilometers
way.
on the
And also
highway.
the sound. Like it's so much fun, but it's so loud all the time.
Yeah.
Like I need a break.
You can make it quiet. You can put it quiet.
Oh yeah. All right, where are we up to? Sold it to purchase property. Honestly, that's probably smart. I mean, you couldn't have known it would double in value in 1 year.
Incredibly smart.
What's in the cupboard behind you? Wouldn't you like to know that?
Skeletons. There are skeletons in that closet.
Yeah, I think someone asked that last stream, and I answered leather or something to that effect.
So leather.
I love frogs. You know, like leather
I love frogs.
accessories.
Yeah, you were rude to Mott. You called him a troll. Apologize.
I'm sorry, Mott. You're saying some trolly things. All right. Hi guys, sorry to let you know this stream is now subscription only. Thanks BMW.
Yeah. Did we turn on the heated seats? No, we didn't pay for them.
I have to pay to unlock the button on this. Damn it.
Yeah, we still stand by that subscription on a car should not be a thing.
It's just weird to me.
It only benefits investors because they are demanding that whatever it is, car company, it could be anything. Look at Adobe, right? When they move from their lifetime purchase to a monthly subscription, their revenue is going to go way up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And investors are saying that, we don't just want to sell someone a product and that's it. We want to sell someone a product and keep making money off it.
Yeah.
So that's that.
And obviously, more investment equals more R&D, which equals better future products, which is great for us, But it does seem anti-consumer
if they do
it that way. The only argument that actually I kind of buy is the fact that if they include a feature in every car, but then it charges subscription to add it on, then essentially because they're able to buy that feature or that unit in bulk, it's actually cheaper. So instead of paying like $2,000 for a heated seat to install it and everything, you pay $500 for the lifetime cost. But the fact that it's in the car is still a bit weird.
Yeah.
To me, and the fact that you have to pay to unlock
it.
Well,
the argument against that is then you should not be. Well, then that cost should just be passed on to you.
That cost should be passed on.
And you should just get that heated seat.
And then we go back to the investor. Then we go back to the investor argument. So that is circular.
That's the only argument.
It's the circular thing.
Anyway, we could sit
here
debating this all day.
Do you think something older like a Renault Megane 275 would be as good as the new i30N?
The Renault Megane would probably feel just as quick, if not be just as quick. And I've thought about buying a Renault Megane. Yeah, driven one, reviewed one a long time ago. But I have seen them pulled over, like multiple over my lifetime, pulled over, waiting for that engine to cool down. So as long as it's got a really good maintenance history and has been cared for, then power to you. It's probably just as fun. But if you're going to be using one as like your only car daily, I'd probably just go buy an i30N.
Yeah.
And a new one, probably at that.
What is it with Renault and their engines? I was watching Formula One, the show on Netflix, and I swear, all the Renaults were just pulling out. Did you remember this in season 1? All the Renaults were just pulling out of the races because their engines were overheating. So, yeah. The logic is that the car company has already monetized the hardware in the car via the purchase price. Obviously, talking about subscription services. Charging after the fact is nonsense.
Yeah.
They've already covered this. Yeah, we pretty much agree with that. Yeah,
I don't agree that they should be in the car. It is anti-consumer.
Yeah,
everything is subscription. It so is, man.
100%. Even Netflix has a basic tier now.
Oh really?
Oh no, yeah, Netflix.
Oh yeah, and they
where
give you
watch ads. What?
Dumb.
And if you have the basic tier, you cannot use Chromecast.
Are you on a basic tier?
No.
I was like,
I'm on 4K Ultra.
Like a
decent. I know that because in the hotel, if a guest comes into a hotel and has a basic tier of Netflix, they cannot use it with the hotel TV.
That's
because Chromecast.
Wow.
What is the difference between the PDE, PDE2, and PDE3 for the i30Ns?
Yeah, they make really small tweaks to like the suspension, engine tuning, things like that. Things that they wouldn't actually like even tell you. Essentially, it's just like little minor tweaks that make the car even better. I talked about in one of my PD3 reviews. I talked about the changes, but I don't remember. It was really minor. Like they're very minor. You almost wouldn't notice a difference. In fact, I don't think you would notice a difference.
I skipped a couple, unfortunately. AC asked us, why does Paul do a reversing speed test?
Obviously, it's performed well.
You'll have to ask Paul, I think.
Yeah, I reckon it's just done well.
Yeah. Slav, you both are legends. Matt, you're just awesome and so funny. You guys make car reviews so much more fun and entertaining to watch.
I know.
Honestly,
I know.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd be like that, bro.
It's a very nice comment. Thank you.
That is very kind of you, Slav. Thank you. Soon we'll have to pay $10 a month to unlock our car. Soon you'll have to pay $10 a month to watch us. No, just kidding. Never.
We thank you for your support. And don't forget, after this, go and watch our Land Cruiser vs. BMW X5. I just knew it would trigger everyone. But you know what? Everyone said you can't do it. If you go back to my video, the original Land Cruiser review, everyone was so triggered about that. How dare I mention that? Well, guess what?
Literally, the Sahara ZX, what you pay for in the top model of the Land Cruiser, and you can watch the video for more details, but you're just getting aesthetic changes that harm its ability to go off-road. So why can we not talk about it being going up against an on-road competitor in the X5? It doesn't make any sense.
No.
They're both around the same price. In fact, the Land Cruiser is more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going for different market segments, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I
they're
believe,
not even really. Like same people in Touareg are driving around X5s and Land Cruisers.
It's literally like the old school versus the new school. That's what it feels like.
That's what
right?
it feels like.
Yeah, and
But go watch the video.
go watch it.
You'll see we're passionate about it, and it's closer than you'd think.
Actually, yeah, it came right down to the wire. Spoiler.
Through the wire.
You can't support that guy.
I can't support.
You can't support
Cannot
that guy.
support him anymore.
All right. What do you guys think of the Swift Sport as a daily? Thinking of getting one. I'm single.
Like a new one?
Oh,
Awesome.
Suzuki Swift Sport. Yeah.
Awesome.
Great value, man. Seriously.
Fantastic value.
Yeah.
Fast. It doesn't have much power and
No.
torque on paper, but it weighs less than a ton.
Yeah.
It's like
You can throw it around.
I think it's lighter than a Mazda MX-5.
Actually?
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is an insane stat.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're a lot of fun. Completely underrated. And the used market on them is actually pretty good. Although I'm pretty sure after I mentioned that last time, the used market actually creeped up. So there you go.
You have an impact.
The power of the platform, as they say. It might not be huge, right? But in Australia, we're a decent size.
We're getting there. Is it worth spending 150k plus on a new SUV given everything's moving to electric? I'd like to keep it for a few years.
It's definitely not worth, in my opinion, buying any electric car right now. As much as I like them, the battery technology is old. Lithium ion is an old technology.
Yeah.
All they're doing is cramming bigger batteries into smaller cars. The charging network, like infrastructure here, just sucks. Like if you go down to Mornington Peninsula, for example,
There's nothing.
There's some at the RACV club. Good luck, and 50% of the time they don't work, and that's not even an exaggeration. I think the average downtime is like 30%. It's just not worth it.
I just have a horrible memory of us at the BMW headquarters with a Mini Cooper electric at one of those Charge Fox stations.
That was a
Charge Fox.
Yeah, it was Charge Fox.
On the whole, and we we get priority. We're privileged. And we still struggled.
It was so bad. It sucked.
So yeah, that stuck with me a bit. All right.
So buying, I mean, I personally wouldn't be buying an electric car right now.
Not yet. And I think, look,
Like when people drop money on it, like when people drop, $300,000 on a
I know.
Taycan, right?
oh,
Amazing car.
Yeah.
But it's still an electric car. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, why wouldn't you spend the same money on a really good, like a 911 GDS or just,
that's true. But I haven't driven a Taycan yet, so I don't know. I feel like it would be a pretty amazing car.
in principle.
Yeah.
Maybe my mind will be completely changed.
But I feel like the people that are buying Taycans have like the whole
Yeah,
kit and caboodle at home.
Yeah, they probably don't even care. Anyway.
Yeah, they probably have the charger and they probably just drive it around.
It's just a
Nice
nicer,
race, yeah.
it's just like a nicer appliance.
Exactly. Okay. When are you going to release bottled CarSauce for my barbecue?
Smart. You know what? I've never even thought about
That is actually genius. We're going to steal that idea and we won't give you credit.
Give it a few years.
But what flavor would it be? Let us know. I wouldn't have a
It's
car
awesome.
flavor.
Yeah, soot. Engine soot.
Electric car or diesel? Like, what are we talking?
Diesel. Mouth over the pipe, diesel, while it's burning DPF.
Diesel fumes.
Yeah, that's
So
what
it's going to be a little spicy, guys.
Bit of pepper.
Hey, what do you reckon about the removal of FBT on electric vehicles under 85k? Will it be a kicker to get more into EVs?
Yeah, they removed a tax from EVs.
What's FBT? Something buyers tax.
Electric vehicle FBT, fringe benefit.
Fringe
tax.
benefit tax.
I mean, look, I think anything to incentivize the purchase of like a cleaner car, I'm down for. We make one political thing we can definitely say is that climate change is definitely a thing. And, if people want to make that decision to switch to an electric car, then power to them.
Yeah,
They
and I
should
think
be able to.
undeniably one of the biggest contributing factors to whatever you want to call climate change, today was bloody hot, I'll tell you that much, is petrol cars. Petrol and diesel cars are 100% contributing. So we will eventually have to stop doing all that.
So yes, any removal of
yes.
tax on a car, I'm happy with, frankly.
Oh, yeah. Even for not even good ethical reasons. Just remove cost, please. Hey, totally by coincidence, you guys should review a HZ Holden, someone might have purchased. You know this guy?
I do. And Daddy Brand bought a HZ Holden the other week.
Actually,
Yeah.
are we going to review it?
I don't know.
How's our calendar looking?
Full.
Maybe you can do that one by yourself.
Wow.
I'm really busy, in the next couple of weeks with car reviews and stuff.
Are you? I don't think Dad would let you drive it.
Nah, probably not. All right.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
Very kind.
Jazzroids. I'm just looking at your last name going, are you some really jacked saxophonist?
Or is that just his name?
It could be your name, but that's a cool name, dude.
Which is worse, MJ Havel? That is a loaded question.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Not answering that.
I don't even want to
I don't know,
entertain this question.
I've never driven an MG. I've had one bad Havel, one good Havel. So
What's
right
the good
now,
Havel?
the
GWM.
GWM. Yeah,
It's not
same
the
same company. Havel,
Yeah.
Havel is a subsidiary of Great Wall. So neutral. We're not answering that question. I love you, Matt. It's with 2 T's. If you love me, you would spell it with 2 T's. I'm watching this with my family. Oh, hello, family.
Hi, Mott's family. I hope it's not just Mott watching by himself because that'd be kind of sad.
Most people are watching this by themselves. I would be.
No,
watching
but
this
most
by
people
myself.
don't say that they're watching it with their family.
Okay, fair.
All right. Greg Anderton. I know the electric thing is all trendy in the future, but I just love my G82 XC. I watched your review on the G80 and loved it.
Nice.
Nice, dude.
Thank you. We agree.
Yeah.
I think the sauce should be smoky barbecue. I can't necessarily disagree with you.
I'm not a huge fan of smoky barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't really eat barbecue sauce.
We had some beautiful sausages the other day together. We ate sausages together.
Did
and
we?
Yeah, we did. The other day.
Oh, we did.
And
We broke-
neither of us had barbecue
We
sauce.
broke bread through sausages.
It was just tomato sauce and mustard, the way God intended it.
Actually,
Is that a political comment? Should I take that back?
I don't know what you said. I wasn't even listening. Don't even repeat it.
Why?
I don't know.
No, I said people should only have tomato sauce and mustard on their sausages.
Political statement allowed.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, I get a pass on that one, guys. Electric cars are still far from being the way petrol cars are, but they are slowly getting better. But I plan to stay petrol. And you're correct, Matt. Mornington Peninsula sucks with charging stations.
It does. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
How's the audio, by the way? Is it okay? We've got a fan on. Kind of worried it's getting
Yeah,
picked
just
up.
let us know if there's any background noise with the fan because it's quite hot here. But we will make that sacrifice for you. Hey, Ostang. What's going on, dude? I actually play saxophone, no roids. All right, good to know, bro.
Would you reckon steroids would help you play saxophone?
100%.
Like your
Because
stamina.
more diaphragm strength
That's true. Just louder.
and lung power.
Sweet.
You guys should test drive the 2023 Corolla ZR. I'm sure we will.
It's a bit boring.
It is boring, but I'm sure
I'll tell
we
you
will.
which Corolla we will review.
Ooh.
The GR Corolla.
I'm keen on that one.
Can't wait.
I love the GI Yaris. I don't even know if we reviewed that together.
No, we did.
It's before my time, guys.
That's before your time.
But I still enjoyed it in privacy.
Watching it at home with your family.
Pretty much.
Legitimately, Jake
Yeah.
used to watch all the reviews with his family.
I was the biggest Matt Brand Cars fan.
Simp.
Simp is the correct word. Did you guys see the rear-ended MG SUV that had the entire rear?
Stoked in.
Like-
No, I didn't.
I did not. What subreddit was that on? I mean, I don't frequent any car subreddits anymore, but
Pretty
I'm
sure I was
curious.
banned from our cars
self-promotion.
for posting a review.
Self-promotion. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Thinking of selling my 2020 Mustang GT.
2 kids, no time. Yeah. Decent alternative options. What would you guys buy in place of it?
Just Kia Stinger.
Yeah.
Get a Kia Stinger.
If you want like a muscle car, that's a bit more practical.
It's a lot. It feels a lot faster than a Mustang GT. I love the Mustang GT.
Yeah.
But I can understand why having to pull those seats forward and putting your kids in the back would just be a nightmare.
Yeah.
So Kia Stinger. Can't
But
recommend
theatrics
it has no sound to it.
Yeah.
But if you want to it loses the rear end so quickly. And they've tuned it so that when you put in Sport Plus mode, whatever they call it.
Sport Plus.
I think it's just Sport Plus. But when you turn it, the traction at the back traction reduces. So you can get a little bit of slide. It's a lot of fun. Also super comfy. Your kids will love it. Heaps of space in the back.
I actually see a lot on the roads now. So
yeah, and they're stopping making it now. They came out. I better not kick the microphone. They came out with an announcement saying that the EV6 GT is replacing the Kia Stinger as Kia's Halo car. I.e., they're going to stop making the Kia Stinger. I think that's what that meant.
Interesting. So Kia's going all in on the EV.
Oh yeah, for sure. All these car brands are.
I mean, the EV6 GT looks absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to get into that car. Barely any EV chargers in WA. We are so behind. Yeah, man. I mean, I've never been to WA, but I believe you.
Yeah. Thoughts on the MG8? I haven't driven it.
Never driven. As Matt just said, never driven an MG.
I don't think they would let us.
Why?
I feel like anyone who's watched our Havel H6 GT video is just going to be like, no, I'm not going to do it. It wasn't that bad.
Honestly, I feel like we gave that car a fair shake. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Have any of you guys seen our Havel H6 GT review? Do you think we were too harsh on that car? Because I feel like we actually were quite fair. We had a couple of sore points with the car, and then people kind of picked on that. But I feel like overall, we were pretty fair on the car. Anyway,
by the way, guys, it's going to be another plug. Make sure after this you go watch the Toyota versus BMW video.
That's just come out, literally maybe an hour ago. So
worth it.
Really, honestly, a lot of effort for that video,
and it's doing well, as it should, because I think it's a good video.
Yeah, we put a lot of effort into that video, and I think you guys all like that one.
I remember that day. That was exhausting.
It's a big one. What's one car lots of people buy, but it's actually bad? That is a great question. It's going to make me think for a little bit. One car lots of people buy, but it's actually... I mean, I'm honestly tempted to say a Mustang GT. I don't know why.
Look,
in terms of the build quality.
I will defend you there because, the Mustang GT is not a well-built car.
Yeah.
We had a couple, I think I said in the last live, one was a convertible where the back window, brand new, didn't roll up. It would stop, and so you had to manually pull it up. Another one where you could fit cards, literally credit card sized objects into the transmission tunnel. Having said that, it's a car that a lot of people buy because it's cheap for a sports car, a lot of fun to drive. It doesn't even handle that great because it's got a big heavy V8 up
and it's
front.
actually not that fast.
And it's not that fast.
No.
I lost off the lights in a Mach 1 Mustang GT to a Holden SV6.
There you go.
They're not that fast, but they sound wicked.
Oh, they sound incredible. And they look great, but underneath the surface, All right, we are falling behind.
It's good. I like to say that.
All right, what would you say to that question? If it's not the Mustang GT, I really like that question, Ken Souza.
I don't want to say any car is bad because there are some
No, but it's overrated. What car would you say is the most overrated? Because you see it on the road all the time. It's why do people buy this car?
Overrated. I think no. Can you imagine?
I was about to leave this room.
No.
It's a hard one.
It's a really hard one.
I'm trying to think what we see a lot on the road. I guess we see a lot of Camrys.
That's not a bad car though.
No, they're actually
it's an incredibly mild car in every way, but it does everything good.
You know what? We're going to come back to that one. Maybe something will pop into our heads. Any decent alternative to what was it? Oh, yeah, we've already answered that question. Okay,
Oh, I have it. I have the
you have it.
Kia Stonic.
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
cannot.
Yeah.
I just don't like that car.
No.
I just don't like it. I
It
think
looks weird.
it's just not good value when you compare it to the Kia Rio, which is the exact car on the inside and pretty much on the outside. I'm not going to be paying thousands of dollars extra for a 5 centimeter height difference. Not going to happen.
That being said, though,
Boom.
that being said, and I actually have been seeing quite a few on the roads.
Yeah.
The Stonics.
Yeah.
Which is weird. That being said, though, I really like the Seltos.
But yeah, completely different car because that one cylinder.
Yeah.
With the 7-speed.
Yeah. And
does not work well.
Well, it's an 8-speed.
No. You're thinking of the Seltos. I'm talking about the.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Names are very confusing because they're so close.
I know. And then you got the Sportage and then the Carnival.
Goes against.
It's like why? Pesto sauce on pizza. Tom, go back to being obsolete. All right.
Jeez. Oh, like the
the navigation.
I put out a TikTok on.
Wait, you put out a TikTok on
Yeah,
TomTom.
because remember how it gave us the average, not this TomTom, like the actual TomTom software, because it actually had it's doing well. I called it how to beat speed cameras.
I saw like a bunch of comments on that video, like just look at your speedometer, essentially. All right,
I thought it was cool.
All right, mate. We were tired. Okay,
You're tired.
The Prius will be the best-selling hybrid, in my opinion. I mean, you're probably right. I think it's classically been one of the best sellers.
Well,
or it was when it first came out. Maybe not so much recently.
Yeah, Prius was massive in like the mid 2000s, but after they started releasing hybrid engines in the Corolla, the Camry, like literally all of their lineup, I think it's died off in Australia. They don't sell it here anymore. New Prius looks cool, but we won't drive it. Fun fact: my first press car was a Prius.
True.
It has a place in my heart. I remember picking it up and I was like shaking.
I remember I actually found that video that you filmed when you picked it up.
Oh, I don't.
And I sent it to him recently, and he was just like, "Oh my god, I can't even watch this.
I can't watch it."
It's crazy how when you watch old videos of yourself, how much you cringe. At least that's me.
Really.
Will you guys review the new Subarus next year?
How's next week for you?
Spoiler.
Won't be coming out next week.
No.
We got one coming.
We have a bit of a pipeline going. There's a bit of a queue. Yeah. But yeah, I will be reviewing a WRX next week.
It's very cool.
Oak Former, hello. Good job, Jacob, on doing your first car review. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It was a little bit weird without Matt there, but I think I managed okay. And
did a good job.
I'm just gonna keep trying to improve. That's pretty much it. Sound is all good. Awesome.
That was a while ago.
I know we're falling behind. I lost it. Oh my god.
No shit.
Any people here from the States? Good question, Tom. He's all about geography.
Why don't you attack him again?
He's all about navigation and geography. It's kind of odd. What are your thoughts on the Cx60 pricing?
Okay. We
We
weren't invited to that walk around, even though I think we should have been.
You just got visibly triggered.
Yeah, I feel visibly triggered, right? But I haven't looked into it, right? All I know is that the Cx60 is very similar to a CX5, which is like a nicer version of the CX5, but apparently it costs a lot more. I don't know the pricing, but
we would know.
CX5 was a great car. Go watch that review. That didn't do very well, that review, but like it should have. So
I love that car.
it was a great car.
That was like the coolest shade of red ever.
So we'll have to see. We'll have to see
Yeah.
when we get to the CX60 what the pricing is like. Mazda.
It's probably a Mazda person asking that question.
Can you imagine if they were just rubbing it in?
They're like having a party right
That
now
was like
with
one of
all the other car reviewers, and they're all
Yeah.
laughing.
Yeah, probably. Everyone's in Cape Town at the moment. Everyone's in Cape Town living it up with the Volkswagen Amarok.
All right.
I like Volkswagen, though. They're good guys.
Yeah.
One day we will get to go to these. That'll be fun.
Thoughts on the i30N? Is it truly the king of hot hatches at the moment?
I'm not going to call it the king.
I definitely wouldn't call it the king, because when you got things like, the Golf R and the A45S.
Best value play, though.
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
100%. 100%.
Without a doubt. It's a lot of fun.
Is the Lexus LC500 the best GT car ever made? Oh, I mean, that sounds like a title of one of our videos.
We have a Lexus LC500.
To be honest.
I think coming up, that one will come out next week.
Is it not out yet?
No.
Yes.
We
So
haven't
we did review that car, as you probably can tell, because I think we posted some shorts on it. And I mean, I love that car.
Great car.
It sounded so damn good. And they actually I think they had audio engineers tune the acoustics of the car to make the exhaust sound better inside the cabin.
They did.
It's incredible. So I will say yes.
I can't say it's the best GT car. I don't know what is, but it's a phenomenal.
I'm going to say a very emotional, irrational yes.
We cried and hugged around Saucy Corner. We were just crying the whole time. Tears
streaming sideways out of our cheek, out of our eyes as we turn. I guess it's like a modern XR6 Turbo. I'm assuming he's talking about a Kia Stinger.
Wow, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
A modern XR6 Turbo. Yeah, probably say that.
All right. Any dates on the Outback Turbo review?
No. Don't know when that's coming.
Have we even... Which did we do in Outback? No.
Yeah, Outback Turbo is new to Australia, but I don't think it's been released yet. We haven't been invited to anything, so I couldn't tell you. When they have it, they'll let me know, kind of thing.
I honestly feel like the GT... Declinator, good to see you again, man. I honestly feel like the GT is just a different looking H6, considering it doesn't have a different engine or anything performance related. I'm pretty sure the main difference is the exhaust.
Exhaust and the looks.
Yeah.
Great looking car.
Yeah, it
except
looks
for
cool.
the badges, the 5 badges.
I hated
on
the back of it.
Yeah,
Oh.
look, it's not our market. That's a Chinese market.
Yeah.
Look,
You know, have you ever looked at the Chinese website? See how much stuff is on it? Like text,
that is
pictures.
such a generalization.
I mean, maybe Japanese. Maybe I'm thinking Japanese. But if you look at the websites, there's so much more going on. Whereas I feel like, most Western websites are very minimalist, and I think it's the same with cars. Okay, would you agree? You're just scared to say yes.
No, I just I don't agree because I don't know. I don't frequent Chinese sites.
I can't say I do.
I don't have a point of reference, frankly.
All right. I tried the Havel GT. It drove along okay. Yeah, like we said in our review, it drives fine. We just had a couple of sticking points with it, and that's all we kind of cracked down on.
God forbid we say what we think.
I know.
That's why you guys follow us.
Defender or LC?
Defender or Land Cruiser?
We like the Defender.
Really like the Defender.
Yeah.
Defender's cool. I'd take the Defender.
It looks really cool. Yeah.
Take a Defender. Look, if I was actually going to drive around Australia, I'd take a Land Cruiser, okay? I just would. But if I'm just driving it around as my daily, I'll take the Defender, thanks. Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh no, you're totally right. That Havel GT sucks. My cousin took hers back after a week with it.
That's
Damn,
not
dude,
good.
is that a true story? That's crazy. That sucks to hear because that's a big, muck around to buy a car and to take it back a week later.
For sure.
Oh god, it just jumped down. Do you see that? The interior and systems were not that user friendly. I'm assuming it was Havel H6. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the user interface was a little on the poop side.
I can't believe, people were complaining about, go back to the Havel H6 video, where the USB port was. Because
on the other side of the
mirror, on the
mirrors.
transmission tunnel.
Yeah.
So you have to reach around if you want to do it. I can't tell you how many times, for example, CarPlay freezes or something, so you got to plug it back in.
Yeah. And if you're driving, you have to pull over.
Yeah, it's done. It's just not it's fine if it was on the other side, but it's just not. So.
Yeah, and the thing with wired CarPlay is that it always breaks for some reason. It just doesn't work, and you have to unplug the USB and plug it back in. I don't know, man. What are your thoughts on the Volvo? What are your thoughts on the Volvo XC60? Brilliant car.
My girlfriend's parents have one, and it's awesome. Not a fault. Very
loaded up with tech, and very nice.
Cool car.
I-30N rocks, bought one a year ago, dual clutch. It's brilliant.
Cool. Maybe we'll see you at Enfest next weekend.
Oh, Stang, are you going to Enfest? Let us know.
Anyone here going to Enfest? We don't have many people, but for the people that
maybe we'll meet some of you guys at Enfest.
Met a few people.
It'd be cool.
It's always cool seeing you guys come up to us. Love it.
Matt and Jacob, if you guys were to choose between the 2022 Toyota Hilux and 2022 Isuzu D-Max, what would you choose and why?
D-Max. Nice interior, feels like a car, cheaper.
Yeah.
The 4JJ3 engine is just as reliable, if not more reliable than the Hilux engine. They've both had issues with their DPFs. Every diesel car has issues with its DPFs because they aren't natural. They're not a god.
I happen to know a diesel car that doesn't have issues with DPFs.
Who?
Audi Q5. I mean, it's new.
You mean from the week that you've driven it? How could you possibly?
The week probably less actually.
Some
I don't believe it has issues.
Some have DPF. I think some have AdBlue. I think that one you have to add AdBlue.
Really?
An emissions reduction thing.
Oh god.
I don't really know.
Anyway,
This goes above my head. I'd take the Isuzu D-Max. And so would you.
look, if you're a tradie, take the Hilux, like every other tradie. Okay. Garvin. Okay.
Maybe Garmin.
Garmin, yeah. Oh, he's just naming other alternatives to TomToms.
Are you a TomTom?
I think he is. Jones. Any suggestions on custom dyno tuning? Are they good? Do we really see a difference in power and torque after tuning? Well, yes.
Yes.
Because we did a GTI
Yeah.
and it was actually like once we fixed everything, which
Once it
took,
worked.
4 or 5 trips.
Once
to
it wasn't
mechanic,
leaking boost anymore.
it actually was a massive difference. It felt like a completely different car after a stage 1
Yeah.
plus. Stage 1 plus.
I think it was just
Stage
one.
2?
No, it was stage 1. Stage 2 would have required the downpipes and the exhaust changing.
Yeah. So we
all
did
we
the
did was
intake and the tune.
intake and tune,
That's it. And it was brilliant.
and we put a diverter valve on it, which is technically illegal. But
Pretty
don't
sure
worry, it came off.
It came off. It was only on for a very short time.
Can you imagine? Can you believe that if you put a diverter valve on it, because it's noise pollution, i.e., it goes, psh, right? Because it does that, that voids your insurance. Where is the logic? Where is the logic? How is that going to cause me to have an accident because my diverter valve goes, psh?
It's a bit triggered, guys. He's a bit triggered. Anyway. 2023
Bro,
Prius will be
so
a
much
huge hit.
US cash. Oh, that was the one.
Don't talk about my US cash.
That was the one.
You ripped it in half.
I ripped
and now it's worth nothing.
It's not my fault because I didn't know that paper could rip. Look at this.
Don't ask about the US cash, all right?
It's US cash. How much do you have? $10 US? Why is it so like
It's
moist?
papery and crap.
15
Maybe because of the humidity in here, bro.
and 10 and 10 because of 20.
All right, he's getting sidetracked. Let's get back on track. What do you guys think of the 2023 BMW X1? And will you guys get the iX1 in your market?
Go watch our 2023 BMW X1 review, and you will find out what we think of it.
Yeah.
Will we get the X1? Yes, we will. Coming sometime next year.
Can't wait, actually. That's supposed to be a pretty cool car.
Pretty cool.
Very cool. If you guys want to watch that video, just pay the subscription service and you can get access to it. Can't help myself. Sorry. What about the new battery-powered C63E?
M3.
Yeah, 100%. M3 or that, yeah.
You take the S58 over the 6-cylinder inline 3-liter over a 4-cylinder.
Wait, so what's the C63E? Is that hybrid?
It's like I think it's a plug-in hybrid.
It's a
I haven't
fair-
even looked into it. I just don't have time these days. It's a 4-cylinder. It's an electrified 4-cylinder. Super fast, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure it drives way better than the last one,
Mm.
but it's still a 4-cylinder. And I would rather have a 6-cylinder. If I'm getting like an M car or an AMG, that's not like a
A V8.
no, that's not like like an A class or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to get as many cylinders as I can possibly get.
Ah.
For me, it's
Yeah.
not about necessarily how quick it is around a track or how fast it is in a straight line. It's like the emotion behind it.
Agreed. Completely agreed. Okay. Don't think you guys have reviewed the Ateca or any chance you'll do one.
Yeah,
Cooper
we
will be
haven't
pretty
done
happy with your reviews for the Formentor and Leon. I'm sure they would be. I don't know if
Sure
they.
they
I don't know if they've watched them, but
I'm sure they have.
the Ateca, aren't you doing that soon?
We've had the Ateca booked in a couple of times, but we've had to one time we cancelled it, one time they cancelled it. But we'll do it probably. Here's the thing: we have to be so selective about the cars that we choose, and so, it's just about finding a space. But I would like to, because I think then that would, it would mean that we would have reviewed the entire Cupra range.
That'd be nice. You can tick that off. Like
And the
Pokemon,
Ateca, you know why you would love the Ateca?
Why?
So Tiguan R.
I love Tiguan R's.
Tiguan
I
R.
thought the Formentor was a Tiguan R.
No, Formentor is its own thing.
Yeah.
I think Leon, Formentor, Ateca.
I really like the Leon though, man.
Leon was,
That was
awesome.
such a great
I couldn't
car.
believe it. Remember,
It blew us
pouring-
away. Yeah, it was.
pouring rain.
Yeah, it was like incredible mechanical grip.
The mechanical grip was next level. Not quite as good as the Ford VSS.
I think it's just like
I love that car.
on rails. Can I plug my Married at First Sight into my map sensor with bacon?
I don't even know what that means. Yes.
So
You know what? Do it. See what happens.
let us know what happens.
Be the guinea pig.
Andy. RB20 Andy. Is that a wait? The RB20 was a
The engine.
Nissan Skyline
Engine,
right? Yeah. Beautiful engine. Do you have a favorite car brand? Oh,
No.
I don't think we're allowed to.
You know,
To be honest, as a car reviewer,
we answered this question last
I have car brands that pop into my mind, honestly, like because we've reviewed cars from them recently that have just like impressed us and like it just kind of makes us feel warm and fuzzy about the brand. But I don't really pick favorites when it comes to brands. I pick favorites when it comes to specific model years of cars. That's it. Huge fan of you both. I bought a Formentor on the back of your review. Wow.
Nice. How is it?
Thanks, Francis.
Which one did you get?
Hopefully it was a VZX. Hopefully.
I've seen quite a few of them driving
Yeah.
around now. Yet to see one in the matte color. I've seen them all in like.
Did you get it in the matte color? Let us know. I really would love to know that.
They were cool.
Tom.
These brands. Wow, that is.
Nah, not gonna
not
answer
gonna
that.
do it.
Sorry, Tom.
Wow.
I know you've driven the Formentor VZX. Yes, but could you please review the Ateca VZX? Okay, yeah,
Look, it's on our radar.
Yeah.
It's on our radar.
definitely. What would be a good cheap off-road car for a first car? Ooh, for a first car.
Think like an old Jimny or something. I don't know how much they're
You
going
reckon?
for now.
That's still like over 30 grand.
No, that's new.
Yeah.
An old one would be like. Just all I can recommend is don't buy something with like too many kilometers on it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We're not really into four-wheel drives. It's hard to say. I don't look in that market.
It depends if you want like an actual SUV, like you could get a Subaru.
No, I wouldn't be taking a Subaru off road.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing it next week, bro.
Maybe that's just me.
All right, Slav. Matt, they may be all in Cape Town, but they are leaving the best reviewers for last because they do a much better job than the rest.
It's a very nice way of thinking about it,
Thanks,
but I
dude.
just think it's because they don't like me.
I don't think it's anything personal.
It's not personal.
It's
not
pure
personal.
business.
There is a lot of politics, though, right? We are one of the largest independent automotive outlets in Australia by
Yeah.
views, but because they have existing relationships with,
Yeah.
for example, magazines that sell 10,000 copies, they send them. So it makes no business sense, but it's because of
It's
politics.
interpersonal thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like we just have to be around a bit longer and form those relationships. That's all it is. Okay. What's your recommended daily drive in Melbourne? One luxury and one non-luxury. Very broad question, but
I'll just tell them if you had a 2-car garage, what would it be? Like a realistic 2-car garage of new cars.
Oh, man, it's a tough one. Okay, I mean, for luxury, I actually feel like I'd probably go with the Genesis. I really like the G80. I think it's a beautiful car. I don't know if I'd go with the electric or the non-electric. And then for a daily driver, non-luxury, I'd probably go with. What am I going to say, friend?
Don't know.
You have no idea.
Is it a Tiguan R? Golf R?
It's a Golf R.
Golf R? Nice.
What about you?
Honestly, like weirdly similar.
Yeah.
I would want one SUV and one smaller car. So I think a GV70
GV70, yeah.
or a GV80. I prefer the GV80, but no, my girlfriend, I don't think she'd love the size of a GV80. and I think the Cupra Leon.
Wow. Okay, that's actually like very, very similar.
Yeah. It was
Essentially, like the two same platforms is what we decided.
Legitimately.
So that's pretty funny.
That's funny.
Okay. All right. Best bass. Oh, where's it gone? Bass factory sound system, Bose or Harman Kardon?
Okay.
Tom, let us shed some light on this matter for you.
Shed the light.
Some truth bombs coming down. The little name that you see on the speaker in car speaker systems does not mean it is a Bose or a Harman Kardon speaker system. It just means it's branded as such, and it's got some generic brand of speakers underneath it that have been tuned.
A lot of the time, the majority of the time. So yes, Jacob is 100% right. I think the best sound system we've heard in a car recently,
Lexus
is good. The CX5.
Yes.
Yeah, that was unreal.
Yes. Even my girlfriend says that was like the best sounding sound system she's ever heard in a car.
And maybe it is Bose, maybe it's not, but it is the Bose branded sound system.
Exactly. Was it? Yeah, it was Bose. Yeah, it was great actually. It could be, I feel like what comes into play most for sound systems in cars is the materials in the car, more than the speakers.
Some cars are designed with acoustics in mind. Lexus vehicles are often.
It sounds crisp. All right. Would you consider drag racing regular mainstream cars for fun? I think lots of people would watch it. The risk with drag racing cars is where do you do it? And we don't want to be breaking any road laws on video.
If we hired a track or something, that would just cost an exorbitant amount.
Yeah, and that just wouldn't make much sense for us to do.
No.
For one video.
Yeah.
So I guess the only option for that would be, to get invited to some kind of special event and then do it there, or to have our own property that we could do it on.
We've thought about drag racing with Tom Baker though from Chasing Cars. We've talked about that, so maybe you'll see that.
Fast and Furious style, with family
handbrake
in mind.
Jacob will swing.
Nitrous.
Yeah, nitrous.
Press Tom's nose.
Mainstream cars. Can you imagine doing that in the St. Young Chairman?
I
think it'd blow up.
What two mainstream cars would you like to drag race, Matt?
Would I like to
out of all the mainstream cars?
Mainstream's so boring.
I know.
Do you have an idea?
Kind of.
What's your idea?
I would actually want to see a Camry hybrid versus a Suzuki Swift Sport.
That's so.
I feel like they'd be similarly fast.
It'd be kind of close, yeah.
I actually feel like they'd be very similar.
A Fiat Abarth versus the Ford Fiesta.
It is not a mainstream car, dude. How many Fiat Abarths
have you seen on the road? Everywhere, dude. They've been on sale for 15 years.
So wait, what was the second car? I didn't even hear what you said.
Fiesta ST.
I feel like the Fiesta would.
I would love to one day drag this St. Young Chairman, but it's just got some issues, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
As much as I love that car, maybe if I buy another one.
Hey guys, have you watched any of the Adelaide 500? No.
Quick and
short answer. Yeah, the last 2 days have been just pretty much filming / editing all day. Literally from the moment we woke up till the moment we started this live stream, pretty much. Literally minus dinner.
Yeah. Which is
no joke.
Yeah, and we're talking about a 6 a.m. wake up.
6 a.m. Yeah.
I wake up.
It's been pretty. I watched a bit of the soccer this morning. That's about it. That's all I did.
Did you watch soccer?
It's the World Cup.
Ha.
What?
Read that comment. No, up. That one. Up. Yes.
All right.
Read it out loud.
Okay. All right. Yowie67, who even is this guy, right? Said, I had an Audi Q5 and yes, DPS issues, the 3-liter. Wait, so I didn't. Okay, so the car I was specifically referring to was the 2-liter 35 TDI.
Every car has DPS issues.
It's a different engine though, man. There's 5 different variants for that.
No, I know, but diesel particulate filters suck because they have to get to a right temperature. They have to be sustained burn off for 20 minutes at highway speeds. And if you don't do that, it leaves the car stranded.
Okay.
I feel very passionately about DPF.
All right.
As much as they probably are good. Performance tuning equals poverty. I don't know what that means, but
it's an interesting comment.
Power to you, friend.
Great car though, despite that. Agreed. Very much agreed.
Very comfy.
Oh,
Very comfy. I was
oddly
surprised
comfy
by how
for a
comfy
car
it was.
without adaptive dampers.
Yeah, they did a great job with that.
Can you guys review the Cupra Ateca VZX? I know you've reviewed. Okay, I think is that the same guy,
I think that's
or have I gone back up?
Nah, I think that's
Are you reviewing this the SsangYong Musso? I don't know, JB. Are we? Do you want to Do you want to volunteer one?
Hi, Dad. Get out of here. Get out of here.
What are you doing on a Sunday night, Jeremy? Got an XR6 Ute on. Has about 10 years old. It's on LPG. How long do you reckon LPG will be widely available?
I had an LPG.
You got rid of it.
Yeah, I did. But it was actually very reliable, except for the alternator.
I mean, they've gone back down. LPG's gone back down in price.
LPG is like relatively cheap.
Yeah.
How long do you reckon LPG will be widely available? I mean, Australia is like one of the largest. Is like one of the largest, at least exporters of LPG. So you're probably pretty good, mate. They're going to be around for a while. And worst case, unless you have like the dedicated Eco LPI engine, then yeah, I don't know. You'll be fine for years to come. I'll put it that way. A lot of cars are running on LPG. A lot of cars.
Friends, he got the VZX.
Nice,
dude, but not a matte, graphene grey. That still looks really
cool.
cool.
You know what? You got the VZX.
Nice, that is really cool. And Yowie also got a VZX for Mentor. I wonder, did you sell your Q5 after you ran into DPS issues and get a VZX? Interesting decision.
It's cool. It's cool that a lot of people are buying that car. I really like it.
And also, he's
the
saying
interior design. The interior design is so nice.
Oh, it's out
like
there.
The light that goes around. It's like a yacht.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And our review played into his choice. That's really cool, dude. Nice. Awesome choice, lads. Agreed. I was thinking about a second-hand Nissan Patrol, but most were still 30 grand.
You know what's interesting? Daddy Brand, my dad, he bought a Nissan Patrol just before the GFC, and he sold it during the GFC because he was worried about the GFC. And
it's a lot of GFC.
He lost a lot of money. It had hardly any kilometers on it. Yeah, we used to go full driving in Mildura. It didn't have a lot of kilometers on it, and it was really bad. He lost a lot of money, and now
that sucks.
Seeing that like the cheapest one you get is like 30 grand for a used Patrol, probably from the same era. He wouldn't be too happy.
No, not a happy chappy about that one. I mean, pretty decent off-roaders, right? Pretty.
Oh yeah. Very capable. Very capable.
30 grand. I mean, how much? Like, what are you going to get for less than 30 grand, really?
Especially like a proper off-roader.
Today was also the last time this generation of cars was racing, especially for Holden.
Yeah, but it was probably the ZB Commodore, so who cares? I'm joking. That is sad, but
yeah,
I don't know.
What's going to be next?
Out with the old, in with the new.
It's going to be like twin turbo 4 cylinders or something.
Yeah, probably.
Bowers and Wilkinsons. Bowers and Wilkinsons are the best sound.
I've heard.
What have we done?
Somebody tells me that you own an XC60, Slav.
I think so. He just wanted validation with that last question. What do you think of the XC60? We love it. It's our favorite car. Share the playlist you use to test sound systems with.
We just play a lot of. I think we said it in a video recently.
Yeah, Taylor Swift
and
Miley Cyrus.
We just play. We have the weirdest. We just go on tirades.
It's a mix. So I mean, a tip if you guys want to know. I use Tidal, which is a different. It's not as good as Spotify, I will admit.
As in the UI.
As in the UI. I mean, no, it's literally the exact same UI as Spotify, minus a couple of features. But the sound quality is noticeably better. So if you want to not bottleneck your system with the streaming quality of Spotify, get Tidal, and you'll actually be able to stream in much better quality sound. So we use a mix of like
drum and bass.
I can't even.
That's a great bass tester. UK
actually,
drum and bass.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if I'd recommend it as a genre, but we go through everything.
Bit of Melbourne bounce,
EDM,
Melbourne sound.
We have quite a classic 18-year-old girl,
just ziz
vibe. Yeah,
just muzzing. With over 300,000 kilometers on them.
Jeez.
On a Nissan Patrol, God. Wonder what it's seen in its lifetime. 300,000 kilometers. Saw your X1 review. Thanks. Would you recommend the Lexus NX 350 hybrid or the BMW X1? I understand they're in a different segment, but the price is similar. Okay.
If it was my money, I would get the Lexus, because honestly, there's only so often that I'm driving dynamically around corners. You know.
No, I'm glad you said that, because I was about to say the BMW X1 only has driving dynamics on the Lexus.
Yeah, when you're just commuting to work, and all you care about is everyone else in the world shutting up, and you just want to listen to like a good sound system. NX 350H is amazing,
and the quality on the interior, like I feel like BMW's styling, and now with like the dual screens and stuff, it looks really cool and futuristic. But the Lexus just has that like luxury. It's 100% better daily driver. It's great.
X1 driver.
Yes,
the NX 350H is boring. It's
especially
very boring to drive.
Actually, is the X1 going to have an M? No, it's not.
Well,
we don't know.
Yeah,
but the xDrive 50.
No. There was the xDrive 20. There was the S20 S18i.
S18i and xDrive 20.
xDrive 20.
Yeah, the xDrive 20 was actually amazing.
Yeah, great car.
Yeah. When are you going to review the 2022/2023 Picanto Turbo? I can't wait.
I need to share my love of Picanto with Jacob.
That's gonna be a fun review. That'll bring us back to the Abarth days, I reckon. That one. What's one car? Ken, another banger of a question. What's one car that's least worth the price? I know what Matt's gonna say.
Do you?
And I feel like you should go watch the Land Cruiser versus BMW X5 review. No, I'm kidding. Definitely not. The Land Cruiser is worth its money.
I have a controversial one.
Okay.
The Abarth, as we tested it, which was like almost 50 grand. I just will not forget that when your foot slips off the accelerator, because it just does.
Good
morning. It goes like it just bounces, right?
It's like if you flick a clown's nose, I feel like it would make that sound, you know?
Do it to any other car, your foot slips off, it just goes to the top. That is like
maybe it's got the best quality spring out of any accelerator.
Driving dynamics, like the seating, position.
It's so high.
You're like this on the roof, and I'm 5'11", right? I'm not tall, but I'm like this.
Picture Matt like right up against the windscreen, like nose.
Can't adjust the steering wheel, but I love that car, man.
Brilliant car.
I'd own one.
Yeah,
I wouldn't pay 45.
No way.
Grand,
no way.
Like 50 grand.
If I was given one, I'd be over the moon.
Over the moon.
But then if I had to buy one, I'd be like,
Even on the used market, it's so expensive.
Yeah,
30 grand. Insane.
That was a good one. I think that's true. Performance tuning equals poverty. Context question: how much did you spend on modding the GTI? God, you're bringing up some past trauma.
I think we have the list, but it was like, I think all up.
It was over 11 grand.
Oh wait, including
fixing.
Sorry, in total, I think I paid definitely. I can't remember how much. It was over $20,000.
Oh yeah, but you paid about $9 for the car.
Yeah, it was like 9 or 10.
Yeah,
and then there's like $10,000 worth of fucking repairs.
Oh, because it was sitting there. It was sitting there for 5 years,
and I thought that was the best thing ever.
Spoiler: if a car is sitting underneath a tree for 5 years, it's gonna smell like doo-doo inside.
I wonder how that car's going now. The guy who bought it off us was awesome.
What a top bloke. I wonder if he still watches our videos.
I hope so. If you're here, say something.
Yeah, that guy was really nice.
I can't remember his name now.
He even sent us some updates on how the car was going up.
Yeah, he
was doing
it
all himself. He was doing all the work on the car himself, which is pretty cool. So like that's a proper GTI owner, not like us. Not nuffies.
I wish we could work on cars, man. Thoughts on the new Ford
tired there, friend.
Bro, I'm always tired.
Thoughts on the new Ford Puma? Haven't driven it.
Haven't driven it, but it's the same on the inside as a Fiesta ST, and we really like the Fiesta ST, so I reckon it'd be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Just a raised version.
Raised Fiesta ST.
I have the XC60 B6 Ultimate. There you go.
There you go.
He does have it.
Only had it 2 weeks. Congratulations.
Nice, dude. Very, very nice. What do you think of the Gen 3 V8 supercars?
I don't watch supercars. I don't know.
I've driven a V8 supercar. Pretty sure it wasn't, fully unlocked in terms of power, but it was an experience. Hit a kangaroo in a Q5.
Oh no.
Oh no, dude. Big damage. Sold it a while ago. Got an S3, but too low. My back didn't like it. VZX is awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good middle ground.
Literally.
It's literally right in the middle.
To say.
Yeah.
Long lives is.
Nice. Yeah, that is a great. Yeah.
Long lives is.
I'm pretty sure he made videos in a room looking a bit like this. It's like in a bathroom with like the perfect down lighting. Like, hi, I like your channel.
You don't love it?
Excuse me? I'm sensing a bit of.
Who do you think you are,
in this?
Adrian Sanfilippo?
I'm thinking of getting a facelifted i30N fastback dual clutch from Interstate if need be. What are your thoughts on buying a car from another state or territory?
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, we haven't done it, but I don't see a problem with it. Can rego be a problem?
I think you have to re-register.
You have to re-register, which means it needs like proper. I mean, you should be doing it all proper anyway.
If it's a new car, then it doesn't matter. It'll be if you're buying a new car from a dealership, they do it all the time. You'll be totally fine. Just let them handle the paperwork and stuff.
Overrated car of the year contender, Yaris Cross.
Haven't driven it.
Don't know at all, actually. Tom. Love the BMW X1 inside and out. It actually gets great fuel economy for the class, and the price is low for a BMW.
Oh, BMWs are wizards when it comes to their engine tuning, and I'm pretty sure I'm struggling to remember, man, but I'm pretty sure it has like a 48-volt mild hybrid system as well. All of these things help. So yeah, they're very good on fuel.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a great car. We really liked it.
We're very impressed. Thoughts on the Octavia RS wagon? I'm about to pick my order up in the coming weeks.
Very cool. It's a wagon GDI. What's not to like about that?
Yeah. Where's Skoda from again?
Is it Czech?
Czech or is it Norwegian?
I don't know. That's
probably not Norwegian.
Skoda. I think it's Czech.
It sounds like Scandinavian.
Czech.
It's Czech.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, it's Czech. That.
Hey.
All right. 128 Ti or Focus ST if the Focus is 10K cheap.
Focus ST.
Yeah.
Great car.
Actually looks, I really want to review that actually.
Although maybe we should. The 128 Ti is probably a better daily. Did you review that one with me? I don't think.
The 128, no.
Yeah, you didn't. No, that would have been just before your time.
Yeah, so I think one of the first ones we did was like the M235i. M240i.
Oh, really?
I think that was one of the first ones.
No, I think it was Mini.
Yeah, Mini Cooper Electric, and then we did the M240i.
Right.
I think.
God, you're spoiled.
I know. Hey guys, love the content. How do you guys feel about getting imports? Would you recommend one?
There you go. Think about imports. Look, nothing wrong with imports. Just make sure it has it's like it's got a full service history. That's the one thing I stress about buying any like used car. Make sure it has a full service history. If it does, you're probably going to be okay, no matter the car.
And make sure it's not parked underneath a tree for 5 years.
Correct. Yeah, full service history means every year.
Yeah, exactly. Not and like, what's this gap? It's like when you go for a job, and they're like, "What's this gap in your employment history?"
Yeah, think of it like a job.
Rubbish, broke even. What were we talking about? Was it the Patrol? The old Patrol that he sold? He broke even.
Oh, bull! He tells me all the time that he sold it for.
Maybe he wants sympathy.
On record,
once in a while,
he lost money. I'm going to say that.
Okay.
Maybe he didn't, but I'm sticking to it.
What would be the ultimate car you guys would love to review? Lamborghini. Forgot the model names, but
just a Lambo.
Maybe an Aventador SVJ.
Okay, here's one that we should have
an ultimate.
Here's one that we should have reviewed, and that was the RS3.
Yes,
that was supposed to be the ultimate hot hatch, and we were supposed to have reviewed that yesterday. But some journalist, farthead, right? I don't know who.
Maybe it was Audi. I mean, look, it was probably a journalist.
Someone crashed it.
Yeah.
Someone crashed the RS3 on fleet, so we don't get it. Instead,
we found out like the day before we were supposed to pick it up. So we were quite upset. Let's just say that. Matt called me up crying.
I cried. No, not quite. But I was looking forward to it. Like in my head, that's my hero, right? Like my favorite car. Message retract.
When did you decide to make car videos? I think you were getting sick of tanks, weren't you?
When I was but a fetus in the loop.
Fetus.
No.
Like, this is comfy. Luxury.
The
door.
umbilical cord.
I can't
Umbilical
continue this
cord
metaphor.
was my excuse.
Yeah.
Jesus. When did I decide? I think it was like, I want to say 2018. The story goes that I had tried to review my car, I think 3 or 4 times. And I hated every time I edited the video. I was like, no, this is horrible. I'm not doing it. And then I think I reviewed an ISF, like a family friend's ISF.
Yep.
And from there, I just kept grinding at it. It's pretty hard at first because people judge you, obviously, like your friends. You're getting like 30 views. And it's and like in the back of your head, you're just like, oh, everyone is talking about me doing this stuff. But look at me now. Now I'm 30 kilos heavier. All right. If that doesn't scream success, I don't know what does.
In the olden days, like, getting larger was a sign of wealth.
Yes.
And it was quite attractive. Was.
Even today.
To some. Okay. This is just gone downhill, bro.
It's 9:08. Why did we decide to do this at like almost 10 o'clock?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
All right, just gonna have a nap.
What's wrong with the chairman? Fill us in on this.
Let me tell you what's wrong with the chairman. I didn't ask for the full service history when I bought it. The issue with the engine. The engine's running fine, but something about the cooling fan has like a clutch, and that clutch has been welded onto the engine. So the fan spins at the RPM of the engine, not really how it should work. That's one issue. The biggest issue that it's having now is that it's got some sort of electrical gremlin in it that's draining power. So if it sits for like more than a day, battery is dead. So I think Dad has installed a switch, like a kill switch in the boot. So now when you turn it off and you get out, you have to flick the kill switch and you can go. Annoying thing is that resets the radio and the clock, and it's like a hassle. So it's a 20-year-old Mercedes.
Piece of crap.
How dare you? You've clearly never laid in the back. You are not a true Matt Brand Cars stan.
Well, okay, I'm a CarSauce stan.
No.
I like that car.
Frick off.
I drove it a couple of times and I was like, I like it. It feels like a boat. It's good.
Anyway, that's the same young. We still got it. Don't know what to do with it.
Proof of life. Yeah, I think he should give us a proof of life. Daddy Brand, give us a proof of life. Great review on the Everest Sport, fellas. Thanks.
Well, I'm glad you think so, because let me read this. Let me just hang on. You keep reading it. We got a comment on that video, which I thought was quite hilarious.
Oh, God.
But also incredibly...
You remember these comments?
Also incredibly homophobic.
Guys, if you want to hurt Matt's feelings, just leave a nasty comment. He'll remember it forever, apparently.
I do read all of your comments, by the way, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, we do read them. Yeah. Just, I might not remember every single one.
Let me find it while you're doing
All right, well, I'm going to answer another question. Hey, guys, huge fan of the content. I'm close to buying a GWM Ute. This is from Momo Man. GWM Ute, as I want a 4x4 Ute for light off-roading and everyday use. Do you think this is a good decision for a student?
Okay. Everyone's going to be like, they rust. Rawr, they rust. Well, or they're going to say something like, dead crap. It's a good car. And if you're buying a new car, you do get the 7-year warranty. Another argument people can have is that, it's going to be sitting in the shop for months because, it's not going to have its parts available. No car right now has parts available. So the answer is, yeah, it's a great car. Make sure you use our driver link. Seriously, if you guys, you know what? After this video, after this live, after you've watched the Nissan Patrol video, click the driver link, because every click, we don't make money off people clicking the link, but it helps. And it is 100%. We stand by this. We mean it. the best place to finance your next car because you can compare the absolute best loans for you, get pre-approved in under 2 minutes. There's a lot of benefits, and we know the guys now who run it, and top guys, really smart, switched on, and it's consumer focused.
Because obviously, like we mention them in all our videos, so we kind of want to make sure that they're legit. So we're pretty much regularly doing check-ins with them just to see how it's all going.
Yeah,
So,
legit. Like
literally.
If
Proof of life.
If someone leaves that organization,
We
no
know about
joke,
it.
we ask why, just to make sure that everything's kosher. Do you think it's a good decision? I don't think it's a bad decision. Look, it's a big decision. It's a car. And
For a
if you're-
student especially. Yeah.
it's a car, and cars are expensive. Having said that, all cars are expensive, and it's a good like daily driver. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad decision.
All right. Do you guys think the BMW X1 is tuned a bit soft, and how do you compare it to others in its class, including the NX350h, in regards to ride handling and comfort?
Do you think the X1 is
3:20
a
a.m.
bit soft?
I don't know. I didn't
Oh my
really
God,
get that impression.
3:20 a.m., mate.
Jeez, that's dedication, man.
Thanks for being on, but don't do it if
Is
you,
it? I'm
if you
guessing
don't
it's
do
the
so.
States. I'm guessing it's the States.
Yeah.
Must be 3:20 a.m. on Saturday night. It's probably just gotten home from the club or something.
Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Let's answer this question. Do you guys think the X1 is tuned a bit soft? No.
Didn't get the impression of that.
No. If anything, it's maybe a bit on the firmer end. And how do you compare it to others in its class, including the NX350h in terms of ride handling and comfort? Okay. NX350h does not handle well. It is still a front-wheel drive car, essentially uses the engine from a Toyota Camry. It doesn't accelerate quick. It's like fine, but it's not quick. Handling is, especially when you compare it back to other cars. So the X1 dynamically around corners is better.
Yeah.
The NX350h is an amazing highway cruiser, is how I would describe it. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. Best engine and transmission in a car that you've driven?
I mean, I feel like there's been best engines and then there's been best transmissions.
I don't know if they've ever been in the same car though.
Theoretically, the best engine and transmission would be like, and that we haven't driven is like a 911 turbo with the PDK, which is renowned as being called anyway the best dual clutch transmission ever made, and then that
So the
sweet
twin turbo six
cylinder.
or is it naturally aspirated?
It is not because it's turbo. Remember,
Is it yeah, that's
the
right.
car is not
Yeah.
like turbo. Best we like, probably the best engine I've ever driven would be the B58. B58.
Really?
S58. Yeah, B58. The inline 6-cylinder from BMW. It's just a jack of all trades. Does everything.
What about the M2 CS?
That had a
Was that the B58?
That had an S58.
S58.
Or the predecessor
honestly,
of that engine.
that just felt scary.
But it's
to
that
be
engine.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say the BMW M2 CS. Momo Man. Also, I'm moving to study in Melbourne soon. Do you think the GWM is practical enough to drive around Melbourne City for uni?
Look,
Honestly, driving around Melbourne City is not practical.
but it's not practical in any car.
In any car, that's what I'm saying. So
You've got to remember that
rethink that.
the Canon is a big car.
Yeah.
Very long. It's like longer than most other utes. So
It
keep that in
depends
mind.
where in the city you're going. I mean, most places in the city, there's no parking anyway.
Or
And we have a great public transport system. I mean, I know I'm kind of turning you off cars right now, but
but it's not
rethink
practical.
driving a
It's not
ute
practical to
through
drive
the
in the
city.
city. Yeah. If you could look, the ideal car for a city would be a smart car. Like the smaller, the better.
Or it's
So-
a scooter.
Think about what you need. Like or a Suzuki Jimny.
Yeah.
Again, but that's not a good daily car. It's just not. The seats are it's literally just 2 foam pads. It's very noisy. But anyway, power to you, man. Drive it and see what you think. Drive it around the city and see how you think. Go into one of those parking areas and just see, because I reckon you'll struggle.
Also, pretty exciting. You're moving to Melbourne. I think you'll love it.
Yeah,
I think Melbourne's pretty awesome.
Melbourne's awesome.
Are you guys going to do a car of the year or similar? It's actually not a bad idea. I mean, I don't know how
Not
we
yet.
would get the car that we believe is car of the year.
No,
this
no,
year?
it would just be like the cars
Oh,
that
like we
we've
would do a
driven.
review, like we'd kind of just.
We could do
That's
that.
actually not a bad
We
idea.
could do that, or it's
Yeah.
like of the cars that we have driven,
Yeah.
what do we think is the best car?
I feel like that's just
I
a very
just-
short video.
That's true, but you haven't been in. Like I've driven
Yeah,
probably over 100 cars this year
yeah,
to a week, probably on average. Really,
Yeah.
Some weeks I've had 3 or 4. Not yet, but it's something that we might think about. I don't know. Sometimes I find them a bit cheesy, a bit tacky.
it's also I don't know how interesting that video would be.
We want to launch a website. What do you guys think of that? Would you guys be interested in like a car review / news website?
We're gonna do it anyway, but we're just curious what you have to say.
It's more like the urgency of it.
Um,
Click the like, guys. Yes, please do. Thanks, Tom.
thanks. Actually got a few likes.
Oh, thanks, guys.
There you go. Thanks for the help, guys. Absolute legends. 100% getting that driver link regardless of what car I get.
Sweet.
Awesome, Momo.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks for the support, dude.
Get the best finance for you, mate. Why wouldn't you?
Seriously. Have you guys thought about collabing with other YouTubers like the guys at Redriven? I don't know Redriven.
I do.
Really?
They're cool. Have you guys thought about it? Absolutely. It's just hard, man. It's just time. We have like time for one review a week. Now we have Jacob filming his own reviews. So I can be like to Jacob, I need you to get out another review. Can you film it? And he'll do it.
Yeah. It's just editing at the moment is all falling on Matt.
Editing
There's
is
a lot
bottleneck.
of pressure on him, so we need to split the load a bit better. And it's going to take time for me to be able to do it as quickly as him.
Yeah, and just learning the ropes. So the answer is yes, we'd love to. It's just a matter of capacity at this point. It's so hard.
What brand has the best supply at the moment? Oh God,
Depends
it probably
what car.
changes based on the day.
Yeah, honestly.
Uh,
Hyundai have pretty good supply
yeah.
of some cars, but not
yeah,
all.
but even like any hybrid you want or EV, just forget about it.
Forget about it.
Drove the X1 back in the beginning of November.
Sweet.
Nice. Okay. Honestly, guys, whoever leaves a bad comment is seriously jealous of you guys. Watch from day one. I appreciate it, Slav.
Thanks,
We
Slav.
see you on all the comment sections, so we really appreciate the support, man. The X1 did not feel as quick as it does on paper. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, man. I guess on paper, with the power, with the figures, it probably should feel a little quicker, but driving dynamically, I think it feels very planted, and it's not all about straight line speed in that car. Is it sad that I bought a VX Calais?
That's your biggest regret of selling that. Jacob laughs because he crashed that car twice. But that was a great car. It had the L67 supercharged 6-cylinder, an absolute unicorn of an engine.
Yeah.
And it was like low kilometers, like 100,000 kilometers. And you got it anyway. Beautiful color and like this pearlescent blue. Yeah, it's a regret.
It's a painful regret. It's just like a.
Oh, anyway, leather seats.
It's for sale, $4,000 cheap.
That's the same job, by the way. I don't think.
Okay, I hope he's not talking about the VX Calais because that will. Have you gotten another one?
the X Calais are going for stupid money now.
I don't want to know. I literally do not want to know.
So no, it's not.
Okay. No, it's not sad. I think the VX Calais is beautiful. I hope you got either the V8 or the V6 supercharged. Okay. 2023 Mazda 3 versus 2022 Honda Civic. Which one do you think drives better?
I haven't driven a Honda Civic.
I don't know. I mean, I would probably. I'll make a massive assumption and probably say the Civic, but I do think that the Mazda 3 will be a lot more luxurious. But that is just a complete assumption. We haven't driven the Honda Civic.
Mazda 3 is bumpy at lower speeds.
Yeah.
But yeah, we haven't driven the Honda Civic. Really like the Mazda 3.
Yeah.
Go watch that review.
Love the Mazda 3. Surprising.
And by the way, if you haven't, after this, go watch our Land Cruiser versus
Watch it.
X5 review. Get triggered. That's what everyone seems to be doing.
You just love triggering people today, bro. Should Fev's road user charge? What? Should
Oh, because you know how EVs get charged
user charger?
No. So there's a tax in Victoria
right.
on
Yeah.
EVs. For every kilometer driven, you have to pay a certain amount.
Do you think Fevs should be taxed as well?
For that same thing? That's a great question. The only reason I'm going to say no is because that could double their tax. Like, let's say they drive more than the 40 kilometers that their car allows a day, then they're going into their fuel usage, and when they fill up, they have to pay for fuel. It's like would you charge someone driving the Audi Q5 that we have that gets 1,400 kilometers on a tank? That's better than a lot of hybrids. So should fair road use be charged? Political question, but probably not.
Probably not. Is the new Everest better than the LC300?
No.
Not at all.
No. But that's why the LC300 is like $60,000 more for equivalent spec.
I'm not sure that a website would capture the same energy you guys bring to your videos. Love the banter. 100% agree. And essentially, like when we first start the website, it'd probably be like a lot of refleshing of some of the reviews we've done. But it's more just to bring more eyes, to be honest, to CarSauce. Essentially the long-term goal, the long-term thinking is the more eyes, obviously the more resources and the more content we can make. It's all about diversity of content.
We're still going to be making YouTube reviews.
Yeah, it's going to be all YouTube mainly.
You know what would be funny? Having like a review and then there's like editor like comment. Jacob, what are you on about?
Honestly, like
I did that for one of your
when you
videos.
watched it. Was it the one I did today?
No, the
Santa Fe.
The
You
Santa
did a couple of
Fe.
editor comments.
I was like,
what is he on about?
What are you on
Yeah.
about?
I'll get like text messages, like voice messages from him, like at random times in the night, being like, dude, listen to this. What are you talking about? Can you tell me what you mean here?
This offer's so funny though. Ugh, it's so funny.
Oh man. It's for sale at $4,000 cheap. No one's gonna buy it.
Anyone want a SsangYong Chairman? It's a great car apart from the battery issue. But you because it's a
You were just berating me before for talking smack about it.
No, but if only we weren't like a public platform and I could just keep things secret and be like fully functional SsangYong Chairman, everything works.
Yeah.
Buy now.
Luxury Mercedes.
No tire kickers.
Just change the badge as well.
No
No tire kickers. There's a lot of them out
What are your
there.
thoughts on the new i30 sedan and live with one for 6 months? And yes, it is.
Amazing.
It's more comfortable. Get better seats. You get cooled seats.
And apparently better racetrack performance.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because we suck at driving.
I don't know if you do, but
There were a lot.
technically you should. It comes with
Yeah.
better tires too, and wider tires, and a better airbox.
And I think it looks cooler.
God, I could go on about that car.
Great car. Do you guys like that the X2 is now discontinued and X4, X6? Do you see models going away in the next few years?
I didn't know that the X2, X4, or X6 were being, which is so interesting.
Wait. Is just the X2 discontinued, or is the and the X4 and X6 are planning on being discontinued? I'm confused. Because I love the look of the X6.
Let's assume that these coupe SUVs are going.
Yeah,
SAV.
that probably makes sense.
SAVs. Whatever. I mean, you're paying more for less practicality, so.
I really like the look of
But
the
it's
X6,
very
though.
cool.
It looks so cool.
I saw an X4M today. Oof,
Oh,
that was
nice.
beautiful.
Yeah, so I think it's just the X2 is being discontinued.
Right.
Maybe he's thinking.
I really liked the X2. I liked how it had the little badge on the C-pillar.
Okay, maybe it's just because remember he's in the States. Maybe it's just discontinued in the States.
Look, it is an older model now. So,
Yeah.
off topic question. What sort of music do you guys like?
Yeah, so we were just talking about this before when we were talking about what we use to test speaker systems, and it's like such a wide array. It's very difficult to answer that question.
I can't say I have a particular taste in any sort of music. But
You like poppy?
I'm very basic.
Yeah,
I'm very basic.
very like top 40, TikTok
What's trending on TikTok usually does
So
make good.
Yeah,
Honestly,
look,
now
I'm
I
more
just-
of a classic rock kind of guy. But
I put in right now when I'm driving, I'm just listening to audiobooks. Atomic Habits.
it's getting
Listening to now.
educated.
Atomic Habits is pretty good.
That's a good book. I've read that actually a long time ago.
All right.
That's why I do stuff now.
Oh, do you reckon?
I just do things.
Do you reckon that's what caused you to do it?
But it was a helpful look. I got some helpful tips from that book.
Take my little pickle. All right, guys. Can't believe it's been an hour and a half. Where does the time go?
I don't know.
We just talk.
Yeah,
We're going to do this every month, by the way. The first Sunday of every month, not next month, because I think we're away. You're away.
Yeah, I'm away. I'm in Queensland.
But you know what we can do now? We can do one where it's split, so you can call in. And,
Remote,
yeah.
and I'll be on the beach or something.
I don't want to ruin your holiday. Though. We'll probably push it back to the week after. But yeah, we're going to do this every
second week of
January.
Yeah.
Anyway, Thanks,
All right,
guys.
guys.
Go watch the video.
Yeah.
Click our driver
Keep
link.
commenting, keep liking, subscribing, and we'll see you in the new year for our next live. Peace.
Ciao for now.
See you guys.